Guys, are we in a bull market? Are we in a bear market? There's a lot of confusion right now on socials. Everyone on X is, I'd say most people on X are quite bullish, right? There is a lot more people are starting to become bearish now, but I would say the majority are still quite bullish, and humans are naturally optimistic. They're naturally hopeful. It's very normal. And again, this is why 80% of people end up losing in cryptos, because they hold all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. So we're going to talk about this in this video. We're going to talk about some of the signs I'm looking at, bull case and bear case. Okay, so there is always there's an option for both directions, right? It can go up, price can go down. We don't know, right? But we've got two outcomes, and anything can happen in crypto, right? So there's always going to be a bull case. So watch the video to the end, because I'm going to talk about a few different things here and talk about the data behind it, right? I'm not just trading on a feeling. There's a lot of people who say, oh, I feel like we're going up. I feel like this is a good time to buy Ethereum or Solana, etc. And what do we see? The prices just continue to go down, guys. So let's have a look at it. So first of all, one of my favorite indicators, I'm not going to waffle on about this. If you want to see what it is, go through my previous videos. This is the stablecoin balances of the smartest investors in crypto. And we still see profit taking, okay? So we don't see them going back in. Now, this is billions and billions of dollars sold in altcoins. This is not Bitcoin, guys. This is altcoins. And we still see that they are not deploying their stablecoins back in. This is going to be a leading indicator for me. If we continue to see it move up, we're going to continue to see altcoins trend down most likely. And if we see it start to move down, they often move. The smart money and the insiders often move before the rest of the market. So if we see it trend down, I potentially will then go into some altcoins that I'm interested in, like AI altcoins, etc. And I'll see if we're seeing insider buys. Are we seeing the insiders actually start to reaccumulate? Because this might mean that something's coming, right? Maybe there's a crypto altcoin reserve coming. Maybe some information's been leaked. Maybe we're going to get rate cuts or whatever. So very, very important. For now, the trend is your friend. The smart money is still selling. And I've gone into a lot of the main altcoins. And I still see sell pressure. I don't see any buys from the smart money. So not looking good from the smart money. We also see, I've talked about Wintermute selling, didn't I, a few weeks back, maybe even a month ago. I said, guys, there's some red flags on chain, and Wintermute are just DCAing out so many tokens. We can see here Binance have actually been sending lots of Solana, like 1 million, 1 million, 1 million, 1.6, 1 million, 2 million. Lots of Solana to Wintermute, which we can imagine is to liquidate, right? That's why a lot of people send currencies to Wintermute. It's to liquidate. So we still see a lot of sell pressure, even from the big players. And a lot of people say, well, why would Binance be selling now? Guys, a lot of people got Solana at like $8, $10. Like even today at $160, they're up 1,600%. Okay, it's very hard to make that kind of money anywhere, and to make that in 2 years, you can call Binance idiots. But if they're taking profits and they're up 1,600%. Personally, to me, they're not idiots. They're actually quite smart. So, yeah, no one went broke taking profits. And you are going to see the smart money, the funds, the exchanges take profits. You think the exchanges are going to sit and hold their bags down 99%? Guys, some of their bags are tens, 20, in the 20s of billions. And they're not going to hold it down and let it go down 99%, right? They're going to take profits on the way up, just as we are. The SPX, we had a massive rejection from the SPX last week. So, going to be a very big day today to see how this opens, guys. Again, talked about this before, looking very, very similar to previous cycles. See how we rallied up here to the upside, and then we came down to the downside here into a bear market. Rallying to the upside, are we now coming down to the bear market downside? Now, one thing, really key level here is where we broke this blue line. See how we broke this blue support line? This actually indicated a lot more downside. So I'm watching this blue level here. Oh, am I saying we're going to break this now? Absolutely not. Okay, so I have a strategy for either outcomes. And even if we do break this level, it's likely not going to go down vertically. We're probably going to chop, and there's going to be a lot of hope and a lot of people buying the dip. Usually what happens, you come down to the blue line and you'll push to the upside. Okay, so if there's any hope, that's what we want to see from the S&P. We want to see a push to the downside and then a push to the upside. If you're in my Discord, I'm not going to talk about this right now, but if you're in my Discord, you've probably read my announcement and you'll know the reasons why I think the stock market is not looking good right now. So I'm not going to talk about it in this video. I do these in detailed reports in my Discord. So if you want to see those, you can join the Discord. And there is so much information. I mean, you can read through some of this, guys, but there's so much information I put in here that is indicating that the stock market is not looking too great right now. DJI, we've talked about this. I feel like we are forming some kind of double top here. So we pushed up, classic M pattern. We've just seen this play out on Solana. If we have a quick look at Solana, I said, look, we're forming an M pattern. And this is actually where I took profits at the top of the pattern. So classic double top. Took profits here, double top. And if you saw that, you probably saw that video I posted a few weeks back here. You can see it here. You see we're at the start of this M pattern, and it literally played out exactly as we were talking about, guys. Push to the top, double top. I said, guys, we're at a double top. I've just checked the on-chain data. Smart money are selling aggressively. Look at the price at the time. The price was $255 when I done that video. I think Solana's like 160 now, so almost down 50%, guys. So just imagine if you had $1 million in there when I made this video, you would be down almost $500,000. Right? Absolutely insane how much we saved from this play. And we played out, right? The M pattern played out. We broke through support. We've got a close below, and now we have a sell for the first time on the weekly. So we're going to come back to that. So the DJI, I think it's potentially coming down to form a similar pattern. Are we seeing crypto move first, right? Because the stock market's a lot slower. Are we seeing crypto move first? Are we about to see this M pattern play out? And if it does play out, the technical target is going to bring us all the way down here, close to our bottom support line. Okay, something to watch on the DJI. It's been going up for a very long time now, and things don't go up in a straight line. They often go from the from the bottom of the wedge to the top of the wedge, to the bottom of the wedge, to the top of the wedge. Okay, you don't have to be a rocket scientist. We've got a clear pattern that keeps happening over again, and it's likely that we're going to see some sort of rejection and potentially come down to the bottom side. Now, what else do we have coming up? We have selling may go away approaching, right, which historically is a profit taking region or season, so to speak. So everything's lining up for a cool down personally. The problem with the market at the moment is we have Trump. He's very spontaneous. He makes rash decisions, and we don't know if a tweet is going to change the market, right? He recently came out and he talked about QE, quantitative easing, and that would be huge for markets. Like, we would see loads of money flood into stocks, we'd see loads of money flood into crypto, we'd see loads of people trying to front run that. Don't forget, the good news is that even though the smart money are selling, they have tens of billions worth of stable coins right now. So if the market flips and this money comes back into altcoins, we're going to see altcoins move up very, very fast, right? So two scenarios there. I'm still leaning bearish. I'm still leaning for a correction to the downside. I'm still leaning for this M pattern to play out on BTC, just as it's played out on Solana. And this actually might play out with the DJI as well. Technical target, if we do see this M pattern play out on BTC, would be somewhere between 72 and 80k region. Okay. Solana, I know I told you guys I'm going to come back to this. Very, very important. Look what happened last cycle. The SMC bot gave us a buy signal at $2. What a buy signal that was. Had a 100x rally. So, you know, $1,000 to $100,000 or $10,000 to $1 million, which is insane. And then when we had the sell signal, it actually indicated the start of the bear market. Okay. I'm not saying that's going to happen again now, guys, but I'm saying we're seeing some very, very similar patterns here. Buy signal down here. We actually took this buy signal at $23. I sold a lot at $190, and then I sold a larger amount at $250 when I posted that selling my crypto video. I said to you guys, this is the bull run support line. And I said every time we come down to here, it's not a bad place to buy and take long positions. We came down. We took a long, we made money. It actually hit the technical target of the breakout. Technical target of this pennant here was all the way up here at 250, and we actually hit it to the T, and then had a rejection. M pattern broke below, right? We broke below this weekly support line. Very, very big red flag. And the technical target of this breakdown, guys, takes us to around $110. Which we have loads of support down here too, right? A lot of people are saying Solana will never hit 110. We actually have tons of support down here at this level, and I would be surprised if we don't, considering we've lost this support line here, right? And we're breaking this M pattern. I don't fade TA when we have consistent confluent patterns happen again. Like this hit the exact target. This M pattern broke, right, and got rejected from here, double top. We have so many different signs that are saying that we are going to push down to here. This is where I'd be interested in seeing where we are and seeing where the market is and potentially taking some long positions for a relief rally, okay? Because if we come down to 110, best believe there's going to be a lot of selling on the way back up, right? There's going to be a lot of people taking profits and de-risking. We're also approaching selling may go away. So this yellow line is selling may go away. And I think as we get closer to this, things are going to get quite bearish in the markets, whether we pump or dump. I think we're going to have a sell-off into selling may go away. And then I think we're going to have some sort of recovery or relief rally into Q3, Q4, because things don't just come down, usually in a straight line like this, okay? So that's pretty much it on Solana. I'm going to keep you guys posted. Obviously, I'm watching the smart money as well to see when they start to buy. Sui, we absolutely nailed this. Bought Sui 0.85. We had a buy signal from the SMC bot on support. What is support? You know, it's a long until it switches. So I didn't long actually, but I was saying, look, when we break the support, I'm going to flip bearish. Took profits as soon as we broke support, and look, we've just been in this downtrend ever since, guys. And until we get a buy signal, the trend is your friend until the end. There's no need to try and catch a fall in life. We might just come down like this, and this is probably going to act as resistance all the way down. And then at some point, we'll get a buy signal, and I'll flip bullish, and I'll take a long. If we get a buy signal, right? Let's say bear case, we continue to come down like this. But this is better for me, right? Because I could have bought this dip here, I would have got wrecked. I could have bought this dip here, I would have got wrecked. I could have bought this dip here, I would have got wrecked, right? So sometimes it's not worth trying to catch a fall in life. And just wait until the trend reverses, because if you lose this support here, the next support is all the way down at 235. Okay, so almost 50% down from where we actually got in. So we absolutely nailed this. We bought down here. We sold most of our bags up here, and I actually flipped short on the market quite a while ago. So you can see after the Trump and Melania memes, this was one of the main things that made me switch position. You've probably seen. Ever since, we've seen loads of celebrity tokens come out, president's rug pulling, and I literally said, guys, this is the start of hundreds of projects launching from celebrities, and they are going to be squeezing liquidity out of the space. And we could see that people were selling their altcoins. Even smart money was selling some of their altcoins to buy Trump. And I was behind Trump token because I said everyone is going to flood from all other tokens into Trump. Retail are going to buy it. Retail are going to tell their friends. But then they launched Melania. And we realised that, wait a minute, this isn't a campaign to bring retail into the market. It's actually a campaign to make money for a select few. And I flipped bearish, and we absolutely have been clearing up since, right? I've been short ever since. When was this? The 25th of January. I've been short ever since. A lot of the guys have absolutely printed as well in the group. We can see most of my shorts, some of these entries, I wish I'd held open. But, you know, you've got to take profits off the table sometimes because it can be really, really risky. You can see my Solana short entry, $234. I wish I had held that open. I have entered multiple Solana shorts and I did make a lot of money. But, yeah, crazy entries on some of these. Fartcoin, you can see here I made around $5,000 on Fartcoin. Entry $1.10, absolutely insane. These have so many alts have absolutely melted. Here you can see I made around $3,000 on Melania, XRP, 22%. I got a big XRP short on that. I'm still short on that. I actually took some profits already and entered another short position. Fartcoin again. So this was a bit later. Actually went to like 5.8k. Yeah, just so many shorts here. So many shorts. Sui, started shorting Sui. It was like 375. Just loads and loads of shorts, and the market just kept coming down. I think, yeah, XRP $3.05. I think it's like now 240 or something, 250, something crazy. Jupiter absolutely melted. Peanut 800% on Peanut. That absolutely melted as well. HBAR just been absolutely printed. The cool thing about crypto is you can actually make money on the way up, right? So I didn't actually trade Sui on leverage. We got into Sui down here at 0.85, made money on the way up, took profits, sold the bag, started shorting, make money on the way down, right? Instead of holding on to the hopium, the data had changed, right? So I changed with the data. People call me flip-flop. I changed with the data. When all the smart money had run out of stable coins, I flipped bearish and I took profits down here. And what happened? most altcoins came down 70-80%. In August, I bought back into crypto. What happened? Most altcoins actually started to rally. Why were they rallying? Look at the balances. The stablecoin balances from funds and smart money were going back into the market, guys. What happens when they start to put billions back into altcoins? They're going to go up, right? The market caps are very small. They're going to go up. And what happens when they start to sell, the price go down? You really don't have to be a rocket scientist. I'm really not that smart, guys. I'm literally just using the on-chain data, and I'm looking at the buy and sell signals from the SMC bot predominantly, okay? I'm also obviously analyzing the macro. We're looking at inflation. We're looking at CPI data, consumer spending. We're looking at the tariffs, we're looking at the stock market, why it's happening, we're looking at the macro as well, right? We're looking at predominantly those three things, and it really helps us from making these losses. And of course, experience in the space, right? I've been here for a long time. I know when things go up vertically, they come down shortly after. Look at XRP, vertical to the upside into a bear market, vertical to the upside into a bear market. I mean, you don't literally have to be very smart to see that this is not sustainable, and things don't just go up vertically. They often come down by a lot, sometimes over a very long period of time. So you see here, you had, this was from the 28th of April, and you didn't really get a bottom until almost a year later, right? Just over a year later it took for it to come down. And normally the bear market actually takes around a year. So a lot of people don't realize this, that the bear market can actually come down. The bear market can come around a lot sooner than you think. And I want to be ready for that, okay? So let's say from the top to the bottom last cycle, it was, so let's say this was the top of the market last cycle. Well, it was the last all-time high. It was November 21, and then November 22, just a year later, guys, 12 months later, was the bottom of the market, right? And that comes around so fast. And a lot of people don't sell and take profits until like here, when we lose this bottom level of support, people give up. And they're almost at the start of the accumulation phase when they give up, right? So the retail sell, they give up, they realize that the bull run's over, and then literally a few months later, the smart money are buying it all back off them. And that's exactly what I plan to do going into next cycle. Is this the top? I don't think so, but potentially could be, right? I have a strategy for either outcome. That's why I've DCA'd out and taken profits. I still have a moon bag in case we come up and follow and do exactly what we done last cycle. But if this is the top, okay, so if this is the top, January 25, then it is literally January 26 here where the bottom of the bear market is going to be, where accumulation phase again is. It's very, very fast from the top to the bottom. It's literally 12 months. And as we accumulated this cycle, this is where most of the money was made, guys, accumulating in this period here, right? Not buying here, not buying here, not buying here, but actually buying in the bear market when everything was down 90%, 95%, and just sitting back and chilling. And it's such an easy ride, because let's say we come down into a bear market, you just accumulate whilst you go sideways, and then you wait for the next rally. And it's such an easy hold because you got in at such low prices. You know, things had come down 99%. Things that were $1 came down to 1 cent. And that will happen. There's things right now that are $1 that will be 1 cent in the bear market. Okay, a lot of people can't even fathom that, but it's absolutely disgusting. So that's my strategy. That's my plan. You know, we're not at the start of a bull run. Like, we're coming to the end of the bull run. We're not at the start. We've took some profits here. I mean, even a lot of altcoins, we took profits off render at like 12.30 here. Some of these things have not even come nowhere back. They actually, some of them, look at stacks. It looks like it's actually going into a bear market. The lower these tokens come, the harder it is for them to get anywhere near all-time high. Do you know how hard it is for stacks to go from 0.86 above the previous top here? Okay, so above the relief rally of 2.7, then above the 3.5. You're going to get tons and tons of sell pressure as it pushes back up. And it wouldn't surprise me if we don't go back and see these all-time highs up here, just based on how these charts are looking right now, right? And we have so many different signals. I could do videos and videos about how many signals we have, but go back and watch my video, because I actually talked about most of the signals in this video, most of the reasons why I was taking profits in this video. And it's a really good video because it just shows you, not to show off, guys, but it just shows you what to look for the next time these pumps happen, right? If you're down, if you held your bag down, look, it shows you what to look for. Look at the whole market when Trump and Melania launched. This was the no-brainer for me. This is one of the main reasons that I decided to start selling my portfolio and went short on the market, which has turned out, it's resulted in me making hundreds of thousands and also saving hundreds of thousands on my portfolio. Look at this. You can clearly see people were selling. What a great project, right? What a great project. Virtual, great project, just mentioned by Grayscale. They were selling amazing projects to buy a pump and dump meme coin. Okay, so why were they selling? They had no money. They'd run out of money. They have no stable coin balances left. This is called market exhaustion. We'd reached market exhaustion, and then the whole market crashed shortly after, right? And then Trump and Melania started to dump, and it was just a massive rug pull. And then we saw tons of other celebrity coins rug pulling, squeezing the liquidity out of the market. Kanye West is getting ready to launch a coin. Guys, it's reached peak degeneracy. I think it's going to be very, very tough to recover. It's not in my interest to tell you this, right? A lot of people are going to leave my Patreon. A lot of people are going to probably leave the paid group, right? It's not in my interest financially to have this approach, right? I would make a lot more money if I was like, guys, it's all gonna pump. It's just a dip. We're gonna be back, right? I'm doing this because I'm always real with you guys. And I don't want you to lose. Even if you leave my Patreon, I don't want you to lose. I want you to come back in the bear market ready. Like, I've got capital, I'm ready to play, right? Not financial advice. These are just my strategies. These are just what I'm doing. The investing in crypto is highly risky. You can lose all of your money in crypto. This is just what I'm doing. This is my strategy, and I'm not a financial advisor. You should always do your own research before investing in crypto. That's pretty much it, guys. I think I've covered most of it. Do I expect the market to completely crash? It's possible. It's possible. Do we have Trump trying to push the markets up? Yes. The Fed can cut a lot of interest rates. We still have potential strategic reserves coming, even though we have started to see some rejections from some of the states. I think we are eventually going to see a strategic reserve go through. It's not in America's best interest to buy when the token has pumped so much, right? Why would you want to be buying up here? You'd want to see a collapse. You'd want to see a pullback, right? You'd want to get in at quite a decent price rather than buy in now and have other countries take profits, because it could become a massive sell the news, right? If America start to buy in here and we have a rally off the back of that, it could be a massive sell the news and everyone else starts to take profits, especially the other countries that were front running. You're actually you're in a much safer position to actually hope for a pullback, maybe to 70k, 72k, then buy in, and then by the time it pushes back up here, you've already doubled your initial investment, right? And you can be everyone can sing your praises as a great trader or investor, as opposed to buying the top. The monthly RSI as well. Look, guys, monthly RSI is overbought and looks like it's actually just flipped and looks to come down. Look at the volume. Look at the buy pressure as well. Buy pressure is also dropping off. If you want to follow me, don't forget to go to my Twitter. You can see the Twitter account here, and there's a link there to actually get involved with us. So if you want to see the Discord, the announcements, all my buy and sell alerts, my entire portfolio, what I'm doing. Obviously, we've got all the on-chain data linked to Discord as well, so we can see DEX flows, we can see what all the smart money are doing, we can see when people are buying and selling Trump. You can see here smart money actually started sending Trump today at 6:03 a.m., which usually means you're going to see some more downside because they're often sending it to DEXs to sell to take profits. So yeah, really, really cool data in here. We can see what all the smart money are doing. Smart money sent MOG 79 times the recent average. Let's actually have a quick look at that and see if they are rugging, because that is actually insane. That's insane amounts to send all of a sudden. So we haven't seen any price movement yet, so I would actually go and investigate that, because that's a very large amount to send, and I'd be interested to see if they are planning to dump MOG. Let's come back to that in a week or so. $194,000 was sent. So yeah, really, really cool data. It's not a huge amount, guys. It's a monthly as well. So if you don't like it and you come in for a month and you want to leave, you can come in, have a look what we're doing and leave if it's not for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of these videos. Until then, I will catch you in the next one.